Yo, what's up guys, it's your boy Jeremy James here, and today I'm coming at you with a new series called Premier League Results Review. It's a working title, leave me alone. Every week I look at the previous weekend's results and basically just give you guys my opinions on them. Then, at the end of the video, I'll give you my predictions for the next weekend's results. So yeah, let's get into the video. So the first game we're going to look at is Chelsea's defeat of 3-1 to Liverpool when they were at Stamford Bridge as well, which is even worse. They started off so well with Ramirez getting his goal in, I think it was the 4th minute or something. Yeah, they started looking quite strong, but of course Liverpool's wonder kid shining on through. Coutinho, great finish on his first goal, and then the second goal wasn't too bad either. And of course Benteke finishing it off, putting the final nail in the coffin. They had Oscar, Costa, Hazard, Willian, Azpilicueta, Cahill, their captain, Terry. I reckon if they get Courtois back soon, then they might have a chance of getting in the top half, but it's just, with Begovic in, he's just not at home, in my opinion. He's just not at home. Next up is Man United's 0-0 visit to Crystal Palace in Selhurst Park. I mean, Cabaye nearly got a goal. Yeah, Man United's problem at the minute, I wouldn't say is the defence. I think defence-wise they've got it okay. De Gea, of course, they've got to keep hold of De Gea. I mean, he's just clinical for them. Sorry, that was my watch. Palace, of course, they played with a strong side. Balassi, of course, having a clear opportunity, but he just squandered it, if that's a word. I think Cabaye played the best. Next up is City's home win of 2-1 against Norwich. I mean, Norwich played okay. I mean, they nearly got a draw out of it if they hadn't nearly conceded 2 penalties. But City played very well. I mean, Otamendi's goal, he just made a brilliant header straight into the net, back of the net. It was just a great header actually. Us Hart had his slip up because they nearly lost because of him, which I think is a bit unfortunate. I mean, keepers do make mistakes. They gave away 2 penalties, which is completely ridiculous. One of them, of course, got missed by Kolarov, but Toure managed to convert it, and that was the only reason they won 2-1. In City, obviously, played well with their standard team. I mean, no Aguero, so they couldn't score more goals, but Bonny had an alright game. De Bruyne, of course, he played very well. Next up is Newcastle v Stoke, and of course it was a 0-0 draw. But you got to look at the keeper for Stoke, Jack Butland. He's basically just saved their asses so many times. I mean, Butland has just shone, and I think he's got great talent, and I reckon he's going to be a good one for the future for England, especially. But no, Stoke need to keep hold of him because he's playing brilliantly at the minute. Absolutely brilliant. So the next one we're going to look at is Swansea's defeat of 3-0 to Arsenal. And to be honest, I'm not very surprised that Arsenal won. They're just looking at an unstoppable force. And I reckon if they pulled some strings, got enough money in, brought in the right players during the transfer window, I reckon they could be serious title contenders. I thought Swansea would have had a clear chance, but I mean, Bellerin... Swansea had a first good chance with Gomez, I think it was, getting through on goal, but Bellerin, my gosh, he is quick. He was going like a flash, just running straight across. But no, they played a good team with the likes of Cech, Bellerin, Koscielny. Campbell did very well as well on I think it was his first start or something. He got his first goal on his first start, something like that, but he played very well. Giroud obviously getting another goal, he did quite well as well. It was Koscielny's goal, which I do think was a bit controversial, but was it a penalty? Not really, because Fabianski could have just picked up the ball, he could have just caught the ball, but he fell off, and all of Swansea, all of Arsenal, apart from Koscielny, just froze, and nothing happened, which I do think is a bit strange, but I mean, all credit to Koscielny, he's great reflexes. Next up, we've got Watford's home 2-0 win against West Ham. They've been doing great away from home, and it's quite surprising actually. that they did lose, but Carroll just had a diabolical game. He just didn't do much at all. I mean, he was just dilly-dallying with the ball for the first goal, which is, you know, he couldn't clear it, and yeah, he might have just put his foot wrong, but it's no excuse really. The goal scorer, obviously, Igalo, very, very good talent. Not stopping scoring at the minute, is he? So the last game of last Saturday was, of course, West Brom's defeat to Leicester. It's Jamie Vardy. He's unstoppable. He is unstoppable at the minute. And Mahrez, two great players for Leicester this season at the minute. Mahrez got 2, Vardy got 1. The first goal actually came from Rondon for West Brom, who was a very good goal actually, with a very good header. And was it a header? Can't remember. But it was a good goal. It was a good goal how he scored it. Lambert, of course, then getting a penalty with a very poor tackle, I think it was. Apart from that, there's quite a lot of action in it. Now we're off to Merseyside and off to Goodison Park for my favourite team, the one that I support and love, Everton. Of course, winning with a great 6-2 win over Sunderland, and I was gobsmacked when I saw the result. But the attack, brilliant. You know, we're sorted on that. We've got the likes of Naismith, Delafeu, Morales, Kone, Lukaku. Kone obviously getting his hat-trick, well done. He's the 5th Ivorian, I think, to get a hat-trick in the BPL. Yeah, Kone played very well indeed. He did a great through ball for Delafeu's goal, I think it was. But Lukaku also played incredibly well. Lukaku though, I think it was Kone's 2nd or 3rd goal. Lukaku just did a great through ball, went straight over the top of all the defence, and Kone managed to get on it. It was brilliant. But then moving on to the other side with the defence, I think it's most teams now, I'm probably repeating what they said on Match of the Day, but with most of the teams now, there's no attacking, you know, the fullbacks can't attack anymore without giving away penalties or fouls or free kicks. You know, Coleman couldn't attack, there was no pressure going forward, and it's with a lot of the goals actually. There's no pressure from the fullbacks anymore. Bit of credit to Sunderland though, the first 15 minutes they were very attacking and they just got a bit unfortunate. And the final game for today's video is of course Southampton's 2-0 win over Bournemouth. Davis and Pele, of course, bringing up the tally of goals for them. Bournemouth didn't play very well. Federici didn't have a good game, I feel. He didn't have a very good one. Pele, of course. Pele's just been a great player for them at the minute with Southampton. He's, you know, not stopping scoring. We've got Bournemouth v Newcastle. That's going to be a good one, I reckon. If they can have Borat back in time, I reckon Bournemouth will win it about 2-1, I reckon. 2-1. Leicester v Watford, of course, you're probably going to have the likes of Vardy and Mahrez again. So I reckon they're going to win it about 3-1, something like that. United v West Brom should be easy for United if they get the right strikers in. So I'm going to say 2-0. Norwich v Swansea, 0-0, I reckon. Sunderland v Southampton. Of course, Sunderland just coming off the back of a 6-2 loss to Everton. They're at home though, so I reckon it'll be only... Southampton will win it 1-0. 1-0, I reckon. No. 2-0. Excuse me, 2-0. West Ham v Everton. That could be an interesting game for us. That could be interesting. Because West Ham have played okay. They've done well at Upton Park, but if we turn up on the day, we have the right team, like we did yesterday, then I reckon we could take it about 2-1. 2-1. I'm going to say Everton win 2-1. Stoke v Chelsea, of course. Stoke aren't doing too bad at the minute. Chelsea just... Nah. Chelsea I don't think are going to win. I reckon Stoke will win 2-1. 2-1 against Chelsea. And then you've got Villa versus City. Depending on how they do tonight, yeah, Remy Garde could have a team sorted, but I still reckon they'll lose to City. 2-1 to City. Arsenal v Tottenham, the North London derby. 1-1, 1-1 I reckon. 1-1. And Liverpool v Palace. They have Coutinho in and Benteke. 2-1. So guys, that's about it for this new video of a brand new series for my channel. If you liked it, please leave a like. Leave a comment down below. Do you want the series to continue? I think it could work. If you didn't like the video, please leave a comment down below as to why you didn't like it so that I can improve on my video. Subscribe to my channel, and adios.